morning, IMEX. This is day 3. I welcome in the interview studio here Tim Bull with me from Etouches. Welcome, Tim.
Thank you.
Good morning. What is your role within Etouches, please?
I'm the Managing Director for Sales for EMEA of Etouches.
Okay, good. Yeah. And what does Etouches do?
We're an end-to-end event management platform, along with mobile apps, really putting in place technologies to help meeting planners achieve what they need to do.
Great. And how was IMEX for you? We are day 3 now, so tell me.
Yeah, it's been busy. It's been a long 3 days, but it's been amazing. It's been a really great show for us. We've had a lot of new things to talk about since we've been here, and we've really enjoyed it.
Okay, and you were a speaker too, Tim? And what was the topic then?
I've done a couple of speaking sessions. One of them was about return on investment and return on event, and about whether that's going to be just another one of those trends and buzzwords, or whether that's going to be something that's going to stay with us in the industry.
Okay, return on event. Can you explain me, please, what it is?
Well, there's been a lot of these types of things in the industry. We looked at Google Glass, we looked at iBeacons, we've looked at and heard a lot about big data, and we have a tendency in the industry to concentrate on these things for a short period of time and then they move on. But return on event is something that's going to be here and it's going to stay with us. So the difference between return on investment and return on event is that return on event can include return on investment, but that's mainly about the money side of things. Return on event is concentrating much more on things such as the activities going on during a meeting. So whether people are retaining the knowledge, whether they're absorbing that knowledge and the message of the meeting. It might be about brand awareness. It might be an event such as this. It might be about how many people have come by your stand, or how many people have gone away knowing something about Etouches that they didn't know before, for example. So a lot more different data points on the measuring of a success of an event rather than just about the monetary side of it.
Okay, and how do you do that? By using the tool, or by using the mobile app, or the combination of the two?
I think there's ways to measure it, and we've got a lot of information about that we can share. It's all on our website. We produce a lot of white papers and some books even about this. But the technology can help you measure it. But for me, it's a lot about how you actually go about architecting that event, how you actually design that event. Okay. And how you actually make sure that the event facilitates what it is that you need to measure and be able to get those data points for you.
Okay, and do you have any tips then to share on how to do this, or what does it include in fact? Or
Sure. So again, away from the technology, which is there to measure, when you're building the event, there's a few things I could suggest that to bear in mind. The first one, and for me the most important one, is for if you're organising an event for your organisation or for whoever it is you're organising an event for, what is the mission statement of that company, that organisation? The event that you're organising should come back to reflect the mission of the company in its most basic form. So that would be the first thing I would say. Then I would then suggest when you're designing that meeting to think about what impact it is that you're wanting the attendees to go away with. It sounds very simple, but we often think about, right, I've got to put on an event, and actually forget about keeping focused on what is the end result I want these people to go away with, and making sure that every aspect of the event that you put together reflects that end goal. I would then suggest that the next thing to do is to think about when you're designing that meeting, how to facilitate that learning, how to make sure that you design your event so that people have got the most opportunity to absorb the messaging you're wanting to take them away. So that might be as simple as changing the format of your event. It might be, instead of having one big plenary session, as simple as breaking it out into smaller sessions with different messages and different things happening in the different groups. And then measuring, then the measurement starts. So then measure during the event, whether we often do a post-event survey. That's nothing new, but maybe doing some measurement during the events. Mobile apps are a great way of doing that. Seeing how people are getting people engaged. Gamification of the event that certainly is a buzzword, but being able to measure people's whether they're participating during the meeting and keeping them engaged. Polls, surveys, social networking feeds. These are all ways of keeping people engaged and being able to measure these data points about whether they're absorbing the information as they go along. Then, and then the final thing is to really, once you've collated all of this data, to do something with it.
Of course.
Big data is another one of those buzzwords, but for me, there's no point in getting the data if you don't know what to do with it. So work out how you're going to filter that data, and then work out what you're going to do with it and apply it to your business. So whether that's applying it so that you've learned how to do events better, or whether you've learned from the information you've gathered during that event how you're going to communicate in a more personalized way with the delegates after. And my final tip would be which is actually then 6 tips, would be to look at how you're going to get people to remember this stuff after the event. Events used to be just for the 2 days of the event. They're not. Events start a long time before the actual day of the event, and they can carry on a long time after. Keep people engaged. Keep a mobile app running for 6 months before and 6 months after an event, and make sure that you're reiterating the messages and keep communicating personalized content to the delegates that attended.
Okay, yes, I can hear there's a lot of expertise within the ETouches. It's not only the tool, not only the app, but a lot around that as well. How easy is it for your customers to understand all this and to practice it?
Well, we very much take our responsibility within the industry very seriously. We are a technology provider, but it's about getting people to understand how this technology can be applied to their business so that they can have that return on event. We produce a lot of content. We produce a lot of white papers. There's some books available that we've produced. We've got blogs. We've got current content on our website permanently. But we've created a white paper called the Event Blue Book, which talks very much about how to get the most out of your event and how to look further than just that ROI. You can get that by emailing me at tim.bull@etouches.com, or it's also all available on our website.
But they also still can pick up the phone to give you a call if they are struggling with anything?
Sure, we've got offices all around the globe.
Yes.
Our website's got all the phone numbers. We've also got live chat facilities to come straight through to any one of our offices.
Cool.
We welcome people to come and ask us questions.
Perfect, looking forward to that. Thank you so much, Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.